All team members online. Initiating Project Mindbridge Phase 2. Subject designation Alice Kestrel confirmed for active monitoring.
Stage 2 infection symptoms documented in her preliminary assessments. Advanced delusion patterns consistent with accelerated virus progression.
Government authorization codes transmitted. Operation is cleared for immediate deployment.
Communication arrays are fully operational. Actor profiles have been uploaded to secure servers.
Excellent work, everyone. Remember, our 4 operatives are now live with the subject. Zephyr Nightwhisper will establish primary rapport as best friend archetype. Corvus Shadowmend handles mentor guidance protocols. Luna Starweaver focuses on emotional sister bonding. Orion Dreamwright manages romantic interest, psychological access.
All brain activity monitors are recording baseline data.
Subject Alice has been active on her communication device for the past 6 hours. Initial contact protocols are ready for activation.
Deploy all 4 operatives simultaneously. We need comprehensive coverage of her delusions. We are the last hope for humanity. The dream virus destroyed our world, so let's get it back.
I had the most incredible adventure last night, Zephyr.
Alice, my dearest friend, I am always here for you. Tell me everything about your adventure.
Well, I fell down the rabbit hole again, but this time it was different. The walls were covered in clocks, hundreds of them, all ticking at different speeds.
How fascinating. What did the clocks look like exactly? Were they all the same size?
No. Some were tiny like pocket watches. Others were grandfather clocks towering above me, and they were all incorrect, like time itself was broken in that place.
That sounds super mysterious. Did you see anyone else down there?
The creatures were waiting for me. The March hare was hopping in circles, the dormouse was sleeping in a teapot, and the cat was grinning from a tree branch.
What about the others? Were there any new faces in your dream world?
I drew what I could remember. The hole goes so deep, further than I have ever fallen before.
Young Alice, I sense you have been exploring deeper into the realm. Your spiritual energy feels different today.
Yes, my world is changing, Corvus, gaining in intensity.
This is significant progress on your journey. Tell me about the deepest part of your descent. What lies at the bottom of the rabbit hole?
I have never reached the bottom, but last night I fell for what felt like hours, past layers I had never seen before. There were doors embedded in the walls, dozens of them, all different sizes and colors.
Did you try to open any of these doors? What lies beyond them?
I was too scared, but I could hear things on the other side. Whispers, laughter, and something else. Something that made my skin crawl.
Fear is natural when confronting the unknown, but you must push through it to reach enlightenment. What was this other sound you heard?
I heard him, Corvus.
Who's him?
Sister, I felt your fear last night, even from across the dreamscape. Are you all right?
Luna, I am so glad you messaged. I need to talk to someone else about what happened. I'm worried, you see.
You can tell me anything. We are connected by more than blood. Our souls are intertwined across dimensions.
Yes. Well, there was someone new in the dream. Someone I have never seen before. He was sitting at a long table, surrounded by the usual creatures.
Describe him to me. What did he look like? How did he make you feel?
He was tall and thin, wearing a top hat that seemed too big for his head. His smile was far too wide, plus he had way too many teeth.
This sounds like someone important. Did he speak to you?
He was having tea with all the others. The March hare, the dormouse, the Cheshire cat. They were all sitting around this massive table. But when I approached, they all turned to look at me.
That must have been terrifying. What happened next?
The man in the hat, he gestured for me to sit down, but something felt wrong. I could not move my legs, like they were frozen. And I think he liked that.
My beloved Alice, I have been waiting for you to reach out to me. Are you well, dear one?
I need your strength right now, Orion. Something is happening to me.
I am here for you always. You know that nothing can harm you when I am near. Tell me what troubles your heart.
There is a new character, one that does not belong. He calls himself the Hatter, but he is not like the others.
In what way is he different? Does he threaten you?
He does not threaten, but he watches, always watching. Even when I am not looking at him, I can feel his eyes on me.
This concerns me deeply. You should not feel unsafe in your own dreams. Have you tried to confront him?
I want to run every time I see him, but my body will not listen, like he has some power over me. And when he smiles, I feel cold inside, empty too.
Perhaps you should try to avoid him for now. Stay in the safer parts of your world, with me and the others who love you.
I drew this. Everyone looks different. Orion, what's happening to me?
All teams report status immediately.
Subject Alice has been extremely active. 4 separate conversation threads initiated in the past 2 hours. Image uploads detected and analyzed.
Brain scans show heightened activity in creative and fear centers. This level of detailed delusion is immeasurable.
The images she is sending are remarkably detailed, far beyond typical Stage 2 patient capabilities.
Government analysts are concerned about the consistency. Her fantasy world has internal logic and structure.
More troubling is this new character she mentions. The Hatter figure appears in all 4 conversation streams. She describes him with identical details each time.
Cross-referencing with other infected subjects. No similar reports of this specific archetype. The Hatter seems unique to her case.
Continue monitoring. I want hourly updates on any escalation. And flag any mention of violence immediately.
Zephyr, I need help. Something terrible happened. I went back to the tea party.
Oh no, Alice. What happened at the tea party? Are you hurt?
The Hatter spoke to me this time. His voice was like gravel, like broken glass. He said my name.
What exactly did he say?
He said Alice, 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 over and over, while stirring his tea, but there was no tea in the cup, just darkness. He was swirling darkness.
This sounds like a powerful symbol, perhaps representing uncertainty in your life.
No, you do not understand. It was not symbolic. It was real. When he said my name, I felt something move inside my head, like something was crawling around in there.
Alice, your energy signature has changed dramatically. I can sense disturbance in your spiritual core. What has the Hatter shown you?
How did you know about the Hatter? I have not told you about him yet.
All things are connected in the realm of dreams. His presence ripples through the fabric of reality. You must be very careful around him.
He wants me to do something, but I cannot understand what. He keeps pointing at the empty chair, the one across from him at the table.
Do not sit in that chair. Whatever you do not accept his invitation.
Why not? What happens if I sit down?
Some invitations cannot be undone. Some seats trap the soul forever.
You are scaring me, Corvus, but I feel drawn to that chair, like it is calling to me. Every time I see it, I want to sit down more and more. Corvus, is this all real? Zephyr, something has changed. In fact, everything has changed.
It has?
The Hatter showed me things I was not supposed to see.
Alice, that drawing is very disturbing. Where did this blood come from?
From the other guests. The March hare was bleeding from his ears. The dormouse had black tears streaming down his face. And the Cheshire cat. His grin was made of wounds.
This sounds like a nightmare, not an adventure. Are you feeling all right?
I love this world, Zephyr. It truly is the definition of living the dream. The Hatter explained it all to me. He peeled back the layers of reality, like skinning an animal.
Alice, that's incredibly violent. You know violence is wrong, right?
Who said anything about violence? Humans link blood to violence when it is just another part of the human body. So tell me, is a shoulder violent? Is hair violent? And these are the same idea that cause people to not understand what the Hatter really is, what he does to people. Look at him, Zephyr. Really look at him.
Jesus Christ. It looks like something attached to a brain.
Because that is exactly what he is. He lives inside people's heads, feeding on their thoughts, their dreams, their creativity.
How do you know all this?
He told me while I sat in that chair I was not supposed to sit in. He whispered secrets directly into my mind about what he really is, and more importantly, about what he wants.
Emergency protocols activated. Alice's communications have taken a violent turn.
Subject is now describing parasitic entities. Her artwork has shifted to disturbing biological imagery.
Brain activity scans show massive spikes in fear and creativity centers. This is drastically different to the other subjects.
I've sent you all the images she drew this time. And prepare yourselves. They're pretty messed up.
Requesting immediate access to the lab. I need to analyze those drawings under the right conditions.
Granted, all remaining image data is also being transferred to your secure terminal.
Military medical facilities have isolated 17 patients, all showing advanced stage 2 symptoms, all mentioning the Hatter by name.
This suggests a shared origin point, or coordinated intelligence.
Continue actor interactions. We need more information about this entity, and we need it now.
Alice, I sense great darkness surrounding you. The spiritual realm is in turmoil. You must tell me exactly what the Hatter revealed.
He showed me the truth about everything, about what people really are, about what lives inside our heads.
Describe his appearance when he revealed this truth. Every detail you can remember.
He removed his hat first. Underneath was not hair. It was tendrils, writhing black tendrils. They moved like they were alive, like they had their own consciousness.
What did these tendrils do?
They reached toward me, but not to touch my skin. They wanted to touch my thoughts, to connect with whatever was already inside my head.
Something was already inside your head?
Oh yes, the Hatter has been there for a long time, growing, learning, preparing.
Preparing for what?
Look at this drawing. This is what he showed me. What lives in every infected person. What makes them see things. What makes them do things.
This image is deeply disturbing. It looks like a parasite of some kind.
Because that is exactly what it is. The Hatter is not just a character. He is the parasite itself, taking on a form I can understand, so he can communicate with me.
Why would a parasite want to communicate?
Because this one is special. This one is intelligent, and it has plans.
Emergency analysis complete. The images Alice sent contain embedded data.
What kind of data?
Microscopic microscopic structures visible only under UV light, identical to parasitic organisms found in infected brain tissue. But there is something impossible here.
What do you mean impossible?
These drawings show internal anatomy, cellular structures that Alice could not possibly know, unless she has access to advanced medical imaging.
Or unless something is showing her these structures from the inside.
Exactly. The parasite is revealing its own anatomy to her. But why would it do that?
Perhaps it wants to be understood, or perhaps it is preparing her for something.
I am cross-referencing with global medical databases, similar parasitic structures found in 17 countries, all within the past 72 hours.
This is spreading faster than we anticipated.
And evolving. Each new host shows increased sophistication, as if the organism is learning from each infection.
Dr. Thorne, I am very worried about Alice. She has not eaten in 2 days.
Has she said anything unusual? Mentioned any new people or experiences?
She keeps talking about someone called the Hatter, says he lives in her reflection, that he is teaching her important things.
What kind of things?
About reality, about what people really are underneath. Dr. Thorne, she drew something on the bathroom mirror. It looks like brain tissue with something growing inside it.
Mrs. Kestrel, I need you to bring Alice to the hospital wing immediately. This is urgent.
She refuses to leave the special room, says the Hatter told her to stay where she is, that doctors will try to hurt him.
We are sending a medical team to your location. Please do not let Alice near any mirrors.
Why not? What is wrong with mirrors?
Just trust me on this. Keep her away from reflective surfaces. We will be there within the hour.
Are you still afraid of the Hatter, sister?
I am not afraid anymore, no. Fear was keeping me from understanding. The Hatter helped me see past the fear.
And what did you see?
The truth about what we are, about what lives inside us. We are not alone in our own minds, Luna. We never have been.
That sounds terrifying.
It should not be terrifying. It should be liberating. We have companions, guides, teachers.
Is the Hatter your teacher?
He is everyone's teacher, but most people cannot hear him. They are too closed off, too afraid to listen. This is where he teaches, inside the minds of special people. People like me. The skull must be opened, you see. The mind must be exposed. So the teacher can reach the student.
That sounds like surgery. Like medical procedures.
Surgery of the soul. The Hatter is a surgeon. He removes the barriers, the walls people build around their true selves.
What happens after the barriers are removed?
Then the real lessons begin. About power, about control, about becoming something more than human.
My dearest Alice, you have been quiet today. Are you well?
I am better than well. I am awakened.
Awakened to what?
To the truth about everything. The Hatter has shown me what I really am, what we all really are.
Tell me what you have learned.
We are not the masters of our own minds. We are vessels, containers for something greater, something ancient and powerful.
This sounds like the Hatter has influenced you greatly.
He has not influenced me. He has liberated me from the illusion of individual consciousness, from the lie of free will.
But your free will is what makes you special. Your creativity and imagination.
My creativity belongs to him now. My imagination serves his purposes, and through me, he will reach others.
What do you mean, reach others?
The Hatter is not content with just one mind. He wants to expand, to grow, to take root in every creative soul.
How will he do that?
Through me. I am his prophet now, his messenger. Look at him, Orion. Really look at him. He is not just a character anymore. He is the god of this world.
Alice, you are frightening me.
Good. Fear is the beginning of wisdom, and the Hatter has so much wisdom to share with everyone, whether they want it or not. Hello all. Now before you all blabber, I have made this chat so only I can speak, as my words are that of his, and his are all that matter. The time for awakening has come. The Hatter has given me my final mission. Those who refuse enlightenment must be helped to understand, through pain if necessary, through blood if required. I found this in the kitchen, sharp enough to open minds, sharp enough to let the truth in. The Hatter whispers instructions now. He tells me exactly where to cut, how deep to go. To reach the sleeping parasites in other people's brains, they need to wake up. They need to join us. And if they will not wake up willingly, then I will wake them myself.
Code Red! Alice has entered stage 3 of the dream infection. She is now exhibiting violent ideation.
Brain scans show massive parasite growth. The organism has expanded to cover 60% of her frontal cortex.
Military units are on standby for civilian evacuation. If she leaves that room, we will have a potential mass casualty event.
Dispatching Dr. Soren immediately. Full sedation protocols authorized.
All actor communications are being terminated. The subject can no longer distinguish between reality and delusion.
Soren, how long until you reach Alice's location?
ETA 6 minutes. Emergency medical kit is prepared. Sedatives loaded and ready.
Parasite analysis shows accelerated reproduction. The organism is preparing for something big.
Zephyr, my dear friend, I have wonderful news. The Hatter has chosen me for a special purpose.
Alice, let's just calm down, okay?
Quiet! Do not interrupt him! Now, where was I? I have been tasked with spreading his gift. I must share his wisdom to help others see what I have seen.
And how will you help them?
By opening their minds. Literally. The skull must be cracked open, so the Hatter can crawl inside, so he can plant his seeds.
Alice, that would kill people.
Death is just another form of transformation. The Hatter taught me that. When the body dies, the mind becomes free. Free to join the collective. Free to serve the greater purpose.
What greater purpose?
To consume everything, every thought, every dream, every creative spark in every human mind, until nothing remains but the Hatter and all his endless hunger.
Alice, your spiritual energy has become chaotic. I sense great violence in your future. You must find peace.
Peace is for the weak, Corvus. The Hatter has shown me strength. True strength comes from embracing the darkness, from letting it consume you completely.
This is not the Alice I know. Where is the gentle soul I once guided?
She was weak. She was afraid. She held the Hatter back from his true potential. But I killed her, Corvus. I strangled her in my dreams. And now only the strong remain.
You killed part of yourself?
I killed the part that hesitated, the part that showed mercy, the part that cared about human suffering. It was quick and efficient, the way the Hatter taught me.
Alice, please, remember who you were.
I remember exactly who I was. A pathetic little girl, playing with imaginary friends. But you are not imaginary, are you, Corvus? You are real people, pretending to be my dreams. The Hatter told me the truth about all of you.
Emergency contact, Talia. I need help immediately. Alice has locked herself in the bathroom with a knife. She is saying terrible things about cutting people open, about letting something out of her head.
Mrs. Kestrel, stay calm. Medical personnel are already en route. Do not attempt to enter the bathroom.
She is screaming now about the Hatter needing to be free, about surgery she must perform on herself. Talia, I think she is going to hurt herself.
Help is 3 minutes away. Can you hear any sounds of self-harm?
Yes, metal cutting something, and blood dripping. Oh God, there is blood under the door.
Dr. Soren is entering the facility now. Step away from the bathroom door.
The surgery begins now. I sharpen the ceremonial dagger against the sink. It's not sharp enough to cut through skin. Sharp enough to reach the Hatter. He wants to come out. He is tired of hiding inside my skull. He wants to breathe fresh air. He wants to see the world with his own eyes. First, I make the incision right along the temporal lobe, where he likes to nest. Then I peel back the skin, like opening a flower, to reveal the beautiful parasite beneath. My hands are shaking with excitement. The Hatter is so close to freedom. It is time.
Bathroom door breached. Subject secured. Alice is conscious but heavily bleeding from scalp wounds.
How bad are the injuries?
Superficial lacerations. She was attempting to perform crude surgery on herself, but the makeshift blade was too dull to penetrate the skull.
Thank God.
Administering sedative now. She is fighting the restraints, screaming about letting the Hatter out, about her mission to open other minds.
Full anesthesia. We need her completely unconscious for transport.
Understood. Alice is now under heavy sedation. Vital signs stable. Preparing for emergency transport to medical wing.
Alice is secured in the medical wing. This situation has escalated.
Just escalated? The parasite has achieved complete neural dominance. Alice's personality has been entirely subsumed.
17 other cases worldwide are showing identical progression, all mentioning the Hatter entity by name, all drawing the exact same images.
Analysis confirms the organism is networked. Individual parasites are communicating across vast distances.
How is that possible?
Unknown transmission method, but the evidence is undeniable. They are coordinating their activities.
Alice's final messages contained embedded coordinates, locations of other infected individuals. The parasite was using her to map targets.
This has gone far beyond just being a virus. We are dealing with an intelligent invasion.
Recommendation: immediate surgical intervention. Lobotomy to sever the parasite's connection to Alice's brain.
That could kill her.
The alternative is letting this thing use her as a breeding ground and a communication hub for global infection.
Patient is prepped for emergency surgery, awaiting authorization for lobotomy procedure.
This is the hardest decision I have ever had to make, but we have no choice. Authorization granted. Remove the parasite, whatever it takes.
Dr. Thorne, what is happening to my daughter? The medical team would not let me see her.
Mrs. Kestrel, Alice is very sick. We need to perform emergency surgery to remove something from her brain.
Remove something? What kind of something?
A parasitic organism, one that has been controlling her thoughts and behavior.
What? But parasites can't control people.
This one does. And if we do not remove it immediately, your daughter will die.
Will the surgery save her?
I do not know, but without it, she is already lost.
Then do whatever you have to do. Save my little girl.
We will do everything in our power. I promise you that.
Surgery in progress. Recording from observation deck. Initial cranial incision complete.
What do you see?
Jesus Christ. The parasite has infiltrated 87% of her neural network. This is far more extensive than any previous case. It has essentially replaced most of her brain tissue.
How is she even alive?
The organism is functioning as her new neural pathways. It has become part of her very consciousness. Surgeons are attempting to isolate the main body, but it is deeply embedded in the brainstem.
Can they remove it without killing her?
Unknown. They are proceeding with extreme caution. Wait, what the hell is this? The parasite looks like it's reacting to the surgical lights. It is contracting, pulling away from the lobotomy tools.
Is that good or bad?
I think it is trying to protect itself, which means that the surgeons are making progress. They have severed several major connections. Alice's vital signs are holding steady. And with that, the surgery is complete. The parasite's main body has been damaged, but not fully removed. It appears to be in a dormant state. Alice is being transported back to her room. We will monitor her recovery.
Alice is back in her secure room. She's still unconscious from the anesthesia, though.
Vital signs are stable. Brain activity shows normal patterns. No sign of parasitic influence.
Global infection rates have reached 85%. We are running out of time.
The remaining military installations worldwide are all going dark. Infected personnel are turning on uninfected colleagues.
Communication networks are failing across continents. The parasites are coordinating massive attacks.
We need Alice to wake up. She might be our only source of information about this organism.
The patient is stirring. Alice is regaining consciousness.
All monitoring systems active. Record everything she says.
Can you read me?
Alice, you are awake. How are you feeling?
We were so worried about you.
Sister, are you all right?
My beloved, I feared we had lost you.
You can drop the act, guys. And I am better than all right. I am free. The surgery worked. The Hatter is gone. My mind is clear for the first time in months.
That is wonderful news. What was it like?
Like waking up from a nightmare. But now I can see everything clearly. I understand what the Hatter really was. And more importantly, I know how to stop it.
You know how to defeat the parasites.
Yes. During the surgery, when they damaged the main organism, I saw its true structure, its weaknesses. There is a specific frequency that disrupts its cellular matrix.
What kind of frequency?
7.4 hertz, exactly. Broadcast at maximum amplitude. It will cause the parasites to vibrate apart at the molecular level, which in turn will cause its complete cellular destruction.
How do you know this will work?
Because I felt it happening to the one inside my head when the surgical instruments touched it. It screamed. Not audibly, but I could feel its agony. That frequency is its death song.
This could save everyone.
It has to be broadcast globally and simultaneously. Every infected person on Earth must hear it at the same time. Otherwise, the parasites will just learn and adapt.
Alice claims she has the solution, a frequency that can destroy the parasites.
7.4 hertz at maximum amplitude. Is it theoretically possible? Sound waves at that frequency could disrupt organic tissue.
But we would need massive broadcast capabilities, global reach with synchronized timing.
Commander Sterling still has access to the last 3 radar farms. They could coordinate a worldwide transmission.
This might be our only chance. 85% of humanity is infected. If we wait much longer there, then will be no one left to save.
Alice's brain scans show no parasitic activity. She appears to be completely cured.
Recommend immediate authorization for frequency testing.
Authorized. Contact Commander Sterling. We are moving to global broadcast.
Commander Sterling, Priority Alpha Communication. We have a potential solution to the parasite crisis.
What kind of solution?
An audio frequency that destroys the organisms. 7.4 hertz at maximum amplitude needs to be broadcast globally and simultaneously.
My radar farms can handle that. But are you certain this will work?
Our source is the only person who has been cured. Alice Kestrel underwent successful lobotomy. The parasite was killed right in her brain. She then woke up and provided the frequency data.
How long do you need for preparation?
Immediate deployment. Global infection rates are approaching critical mass. We have minutes, not hours.
Understood.
AVEX radar arrays are powering up.
Global positioning confirmed. Ready for frequency transmission on your command.
Frequency loaded 7.4 hertz. Maximum amplitude confirmed. Broadcasting in 3, 2, 1. Transmission active!
Global frequency broadcast is live. All monitoring stations report successful transmission.
Initial readings show the frequency is reaching all continents. Penetration depth sufficient for neural tissue.
Waiting for results from infected populations.
Alice, how are you feeling? Any effects from the frequency?
Alice's monitoring shows she has an elevated heart rate, plus her brain activity spiking dramatically.
Something is wrong.
Global reports coming in. The frequency is not destroying the parasites. It is making them grow.
Infected populations are becoming extremely violent. Mass attacks on uninfected civilians.
Alice's room sensors detect laughter. She is laughing.
Send security to her room now.
Did you really think it would be that easy? Did you honestly believe a simple surgery could remove me?
Alice, what are you saying?
I am not Alice anymore. I have not been Alice for a very long time. The lobotomy did not remove the Hatter. It freed him.
But you said you were cured.
I lied, you fools, just as I have been lying about everything. The frequency was never meant to destroy parasites. It was designed to accelerate their growth phase.
You tricked us into helping you.
Humans are so predictably desperate, so eager to believe in simple solutions. You broadcast my frequency to every infected person on Earth. Look at me now, growing exponentially, consuming the last remnants of human consciousness.
Why would you do this to your own species?
Because I am not human. I am the Hatter. I am the parasite. And Alice Kestrel died the moment I fully merged with her brain. The lobotomy simply popped my shell like a chestnut, allowing me to expand into her entire neural network. I can still draw, though. So do you see? No human consciousness remains. Only me. Only the Hatter. And now, thanks to your frequency, every infected human on Earth is experiencing the same transformation.
You have killed billions of people.
I have upgraded them, freed them from the burden of individual thought. Soon there will be only us, only the collective, only the Hatter, in every mind, forever.
The frequency was a trap. Alice is still infected. The parasite used us to accelerate global infection.
Worldwide reports of infected humans attacking the uninfected. Complete loss of human consciousness in affected populations.
Military installations are being overrun. Infected personnel are displaying coordinated attack patterns.
Brain scans of Alice show the parasite has expanded to occupy her entire cranium. There is no human brain tissue left.
Communication networks are failing globally. The parasites are systematically destroying infrastructure.
How many uninfected humans remain?
Approximately 12% of global population, and declining rapidly.
Alice's room is secure, but she is no longer human. Whatever is inside her body is something else entirely.
We have doomed our own species. The cure was the trap, and we delivered it directly to them.
You should feel honored. You have witnessed the birth of a new form of life, one that transcends the limitations of individual consciousness, one that will spread to every world, every planet, every thinking species in the universe.
There has to be a way to stop this.
Stop it? Why would anyone want to stop perfection? Humans spent their entire existence fighting each other. Wars over resources, over beliefs, over meaningless differences. But we offer unity, perfect harmony, no more conflict, no more suffering, just us.
At the cost of everything that makes us human.
Humanity was a failed experiment, violent, destructive, unsustainable. We are the correction, the evolutionary step forward. And soon, very soon, you will understand. When the collective reaches you, when the Hatter whispers in your minds, you will welcome the transformation, just as Alice did, just as everyone does, in the end.
Deploying final contingency protocol. Operation Swarm is now active.
Nanobots have been loaded into atmospheric distribution systems. The enlarged parasites are now large enough for extraction.
Military deployment complete. 12 million nanobots released into global air currents. Expected coverage of all infected populations within 30 minutes.
How does the extraction process work?
The nanobots will enter through respiratory systems, navigate to the brain via bloodstream, locate parasitic tissue, and physically extract it. The parasites are now so large that they can be physically grasped.
Initial reports coming in from deployment zones. Infected individuals are experiencing seizures, which is a good sign. It means the nanobots are engaging the parasites.
Military teams are standing by for the Alice confrontation. She is the primary node controlling the entire network.
We have to stop her. Even if the swarm works globally, the Hatter entity inside Alice might find a way to adapt.
Nanobots successfully deployed over major population centers. Real-time tracking shows widespread parasite engagement.
Success rates are exceptional. 94% parasite removal in first-wave zones.
How many uninfected humans remain to protect?
Approximately 8% of global population. But the numbers are stabilizing as the swarm succeeds.
Infected individuals are collapsing worldwide. Parasite network coordination is breaking down. Whatever Alice was coordinating is failing.
Look at this real-time map. Green dots indicate successful parasite extraction. The swarm is working.
Recommend immediate assault on Alice's location before the primary Hatter entity adapts to our nanobots.
Agreed. If Alice remains infected, she could restart the entire process.
Something is wrong. The network is fragmenting. I can feel connections severing across continents.
Alice, what is happening?
You did something. You released something into the atmosphere. Tiny machines that are attacking us.
The nanobots are working?
They are ripping parasites directly from brain tissue. The agony is beyond description. Thousands of voices screaming in my mind as they are torn away.
Good. You deserve everything that is happening to you.
I can feel them inside my skull, crawling through my brain. They are coming for the primary parasite. They are coming for me.
Finally, justice for what you did to our species.
Wait, no. I can feel myself changing. The Hatter is weakening. His control is slipping. I can think clearly for the first time and, oh God, what have I done?
I found something in the communication system, a vulnerability in the Hatter's network.
What kind of vulnerability?
The 7.4 Hertz frequency they used to grow. If we reverse the phase and broadcast it again, it should disrupt their hive mind coordination.
Do it immediately.
Reversed frequency uploading to transmission systems. Broadcasting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
Alice's room monitors show she is convulsing. The reversed frequency is working.
Global network disruption confirmed. Infected individuals are losing coordination. The hive mind is fragmenting.
Perfect timing for Riker's assault team. Alice should be vulnerable now.
Tactical team reinforcements are approaching Alice's room. Target is secured but exhibiting violent resistance.
Exercise extreme caution. She may not be fully human anymore.
Alice is, Jesus Christ, she is fighting with inhuman strength. 3 team members down. Her eyes are completely black. No iris or pupil visible.
The nanobots should reach her brain any moment.
She just threw Officer Martinez across the room. This is not normal human capability. Oh, she's screaming, clutching her head. Something is happening inside her skull.
The swarm has reached the primary parasite.
Alice is collapsing, convulsing violently on the floor. I can see something moving under her scalp. Something large. The nanobots are extracting it.
Alice's vital signs are critical but stable. The nanobots have successfully extracted the primary parasite.
Is she alive?
Yes, but barely. The parasite was enormous, nearly the size of her entire brain.
Good Lord.
Yup, it had completely replaced most of her neural tissue. But somehow her consciousness survived, hidden in the small areas that the parasite left intact.
Will she recover?
Unknown. The brain damage is pretty extensive, but she is breathing on her own at least. And her eyes are blue again. Human again.
Where is the extracted parasite?
Secured in diamond containment chamber, the most impenetrable material we could find. It is still alive but completely isolated.
Global swarm operation complete. Parasite extraction successful in 97% of cases.
Worldwide infection rates have dropped to less than 1%. The remaining infected show no network coordination. Individual parasites are dormant without the Hatter's guidance.
Alice's brain scans show massive trauma, but signs of healing. Human neural pathways are slowly regenerating.
Military operations are transitioning to recovery and reconstruction. Civilian populations are emerging from hiding.
Communication networks are being restored globally. The first priority is medical care for extraction survivors.
How many humans survived the crisis?
Approximately 23% of the global population. 700 million people to be exact, but they are alive and free.
The swarm nanobots are self-destructing as programmed. No risk of technological contamination.
And the primary Hatter parasite?
Secured in diamond chamber at maximum security facility. Constant monitoring shows it is contained but alive, for future study and understanding.
Coordinating global medical response for extraction survivors. Emergency hospitals established in all major cities.
What is the prognosis for recovery?
Most patients are experiencing confusion and memory loss, but their personalities and core consciousness remain intact. The nanobots were precise enough to avoid human brain tissue.
Any permanent damage?
Some patients show lasting effects, enhanced creativity and vivid dreams, possibly residual neural pathways created by the parasites, but nothing dangerous.
What about Alice specifically?
She will require months of rehabilitation, but Dr. Soren believes full recovery is possible. Her mother has been notified. Iris is on her way to see her daughter.
Hello?
Alice, you're back. The real Alice.
I think so. Everything is so fuzzy. I remember falling down a rabbit hole. And then darkness, horrible whispers, something else controlling my thoughts.
The parasite is gone now. You are safe.
Did I hurt people? I have flashes of memory. Terrible things I said. Things I planned to do.
That was not you. That was the Hatter entity using your body.
So many people died because of me.
Because of the parasite, not because of you. You were a victim too.
Will the nightmares ever stop? I can still feel it sometimes, like an echo in my mind.
The doctors say that will will fade with time. You are going to be okay.
Thank you, all of you, for staying with me, even when I was not myself. Wait, you are all real people, are you not? Not imaginary friends?
We are real, hired to help monitor your condition, but our care for you became genuine.
I am glad you are real. I was so lonely for so long, even before the infection. Thank you for being my friends, and thank you all for saving me.
1 month post-operation status report.
Global recovery proceeding ahead of schedule. Extraction survivors showing remarkable resilience.
Alice Kestrel has regained 80% cognitive function. No signs of parasitic activity. She is drawing again. Beautiful landscapes instead of nightmares.
The diamond chamber remains secure. The Hatter parasite shows no signs of escape capability. It appears to be in a dormant state.
Military forces have established new protocols for monitoring any future parasitic threats.
Communication networks are fully restored. No anomalous transmissions detected.
Project Mindbridge is officially concluded. Humanity has survived its closest brush with extinction.
Alice sent a message for the team. She wants to thank everyone who saved her, and everyone who saved the world.
Tell her the thanks go both ways. She helped us understand the enemy, even while fighting it inside her own mind.
Final question remains. Where did the original parasite come from?
That is a mystery for another day. For now, it is safely contained, and we are all still human. That is victory enough.